Some new questions tonight about the future of the WNBA, players' contracts after this year's seasons, and what will happen there, especially with one of the most popular players in the league now threatening the possibility of a strike. There's talks towards a collective bargaining agreement happening now between the Players Association and the league. And Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese says she wants in on those negotiations. Listen.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we said no.
Question is, of course, do other big-name players want to join in on a possible strike? We've reached out to the league on this. No reply yet. Remember, the WNBA had a massive season last year, record-setting for them, the most-watched regular season in 24 years. Its biggest attendance total in 22 years. Merch sales up 600%. Steve Patterson is following this story for us. So where does this go here, right? This deal with the WNBA and the Players Association, I think, expires at the end of the summer, right? So this fall. What happens after that?
Well, they're going into negotiations to talk about that. And I think it's fair to say at this point that the players just want to be treated and paid like the international celebrities that many of them now are, right? And I think to see that, you have to imagine that the way we see the WNBA is different than how we saw it 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even 2 years ago. And all you have to do is look at this collective bargaining agreement that the players just opted out of, right? It was agreed upon in 2019. So it has things in it like when you fly to an away game, you can fly premium economy. You can stay in your own hotel room. We will pay you your full salary while you're on maternity leave. These are things that are very basic for, I think, any company at this point. But they were seen as a major victory back then. Now things are so much different. Just look at a player like Angel Reese, right? I think at this point, it is fair to say that she is a household name. She will make less than $75,000 on her current salary within the WNBA. So I think they just want to take it and put it more in line with what it is. She's been getting maligned a little bit on social media, I think, for people taking what she said out of context. Many people saying that she thought she needed to get paid as much as NBA players do. She said that is absolutely not true. There was a tweet where she said, quote, "I love how all y'all have selective hearing. I'm hearing that they don't want to give us what they want. We're sitting out." And that's the truth. I never said anything about the NBA. We are prepared to say at the negotiation table. We also reached out to the Players Association. They sent us a statement saying, quote, "Our members are passionate about the future of the league. We are proud to represent a group of united, dialed in, and pushing for a transformational deal that's fair. We won't comment on individual statements right now." What they want is really simple, Hallie. They want, of course, a little bit higher pay. They want a softer salary cap, and they want benefits like things specifically dialed into childcare, which is very important when you're talking about a league like this. Hallie?
Are these asks in line with the reality of the money that the WNBA has at its disposal right now?
Well, I mean, you led with it, right? The league, again, it's so much different. When you have Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese transforming viewership and sales and people butts in the seats, frankly, the league is taking in much more money, about $200 million last year. Guess how much the players get? Less than 10%. In the NBA, of course, it makes significantly more money, like $10 billion. Those players get about 50% of that pie. That's not to mention, of course, the WNBA much more popular. They just signed a new media rights deal, $2.2 billion. This league has money, Hallie. It's just about how you distribute that money and how much you think the stars are bringing in. I think it's significant.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.